It's time to get some new 1971 Camaro parts. I'm super excited about this. Let's get this day started. Today's video is brought to you by CamaroCon. If you guys are interested in attending the West Coast's largest gathering of Camaros and Firebirds from all generations, come on out to Las Vegas Motor Speedway October 12th and 13th. Hit up CamaroCon.com and learn more information about this show. What's going on, guys? Matt over here, Lethal Garage, and today we are headed down to get some 1971 Camaro parts. It's exciting because these parts are factory restored parts. So they're not aftermarket, they're not anything else. And it's parts that I think are gonna bring the car back to life. As you guys know, the interior of the car is completely gutted. And yeah, today we're going up to NorCal. I got my awesome son Kyle here with me, who's gonna take the trip. We're gonna have father-son hangout day. Yeah, it's gonna be good. He brought some video games because it's a long drive. It's about 6 hours each way. So that being stated, we're gonna go up, we're gonna check. I haven't seen the parts in person. I've seen 1,500 photos that he sent me. They all look great. This is what this guy does. He factory restores second-gen parts and pieces. So if you guys are out there looking for parts and pieces for your build, he is the one to hit up. I'm gonna link his information down below in the description, but we're gonna make our way out there because the biggest reason you're like, well, why don't you just ship the parts? Well, the biggest thing is he wants me to see the parts in person before paying for them. So, and I obliged. I kind of want to see them. So I'm gonna get the front dash, all of the mounting brackets and hardware. We're gonna get all of the door panels, all of the door internals, the back seat, all of the plastic hard trim pieces, all of the headliner pieces, all of the A and C pillar pieces, and there's a lot. There's a ton of stuff. We'll go over everything that we're picking up there and how much I'm paying, including the new steering wheel with the tilt, and it's the factory fully restored steering wheel. So I'm super excited about that as well. So yeah, let's get this day started. I am. Hey, we can't go on a road trip without a donut and some milk first, right, bud?
Uh-huh.
What kind of donut you get?
Chocolate and circle.
Oh yes, I got the mini cinnamon roll. Oh, it's gonna be so good. And juice, apple juice. Come on, these are like the best little apple juice things ever, made by Martinelli's. So good. That was a long drive. What do you think, Kyle? Pretty long drive?
Yeah.
You got to play games the whole time. He's good. So we have made it. We're outside of Bass Pro Shop here in Mantecita, I think it's called. I don't even know this city. But we're just waiting for the guy now. You got a lot of Tesla chargers over there. All the Tesla life. Maybe I should get rid of the truck. Get myself a Model 3. What do you guys think? My commuter? No, you like the truck, Kyle? Mm-hmm. Kyle's shaking his head, no way. Sucking down a vanilla Coke. Well, hopefully these parts are as he describes. It looks like that might be him coming up right now, so let's check him out. Alrighty guys, I can drive now. Now, steering column, full tilt, looking good. Look at this pile of parts. Hey, someone gutted my original car and now I had to get a pile of parts to fix it, right? Look at this beautiful dash. So as you guys know, I'm gonna go with the original dash. I'm gonna put new cluster, new stereo, new everything, but man, these are door panels, all the trim pieces for the upper, why am I forgetting words? Upper headliner, that's the word. The lower kickboards, all the door plates. It's got everything, all the internal guts for the windows and everything. We're gonna get back to the garage. We're gonna go through all the details, lay it all out, and you'll see it. And I'll also show you some pictures because he took a bunch of pictures before I came out to pick it all up to show me everything that's included. And then also back seats. They need to be recovered. We'll refoam them and stuff, but we got the back seats. We're taking steps closer. Well, it all fits. Got it all tucked into the truck. Now to bring it back to Temecula. So some of you guys may be asking, Lethal, why did you get stock or original interior parts? Well, I want to keep an original feel to the car. yeah, it's going to be sitting pro touring style, but honestly, at the end of the day, I want it to be, you know, from sitting down in the car, look like a 70s car, but with a modern feel to it, if that makes sense to you. Obviously, I'm not going full resto mod. I'm not trying to get everything exactly the same from 71, even though all the interior parts I just purchased are all actual 19, I believe there are 72, most of the parts and pieces. So it's not a 71 per se, but they were the same, 71 and 72, minus a couple rear seat changes, just in design and feel, and a couple other stuff. So, but outside of that, you know, I'm gonna go with the stock dash, which I got. That was the hardest thing to get with the brackets. So it's factory dash, all three pieces with the mounting brackets, because mine were obviously stripped out of the car, which is unfortunate. But with that being stated, we're gonna go with new gauges, more than likely something digital. I probably won't go completely old school in the gauges. I'll have to see what the aftermarket offers. And then the other side of that is radio. What am I gonna do? So center console, I'm gonna do aftermarket, and the primary reason for that is because I want a more modern center console that has USB ports, etc., and functional cup holders, because, you know, I need my lethal drink, that lethal Coca-Cola, Mexican Cokes. And then on top of that, the radio wise, you know, we'll go decent speakers. I'm not putting like subs or anything like that into the second gen, but I do want a digital touchscreen setup. So the radio input on the stock dash is very tiny, so I'm gonna have to figure out what that means or looks like, or see what other people have done. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one to deal with. Now that's for the future. I really don't care. I would rather have the car up, running, and driving before we start getting into those minute details. But this is a huge first step, considering the car was completely gutted. We now are in a position where it has guts, for lack of better words. So factory tilt steering wheel, basically rebuilt with 2 original GM keys. So I'm really excited about that, because it's all OEM there. It's all crash safe, everything like that. That's something that was really important to me. Again, the dash, I already went through that. The door panels, I'm not entirely sure if I'm just gonna reskin them or leave them, but I do have factory door panels at this point. They actually look really good. They're really good shape, so I might just use those and save the money now on doing any sort of recoating. The biggest thing is just making sure my interior matches with the seats, because I'm not doing factory front seats. I am going to go aftermarket there, along with the center console as mentioned, but also the rear seats. So they're in really rough shape, but it's going to allow me to do a really fun video on ripping those seats apart, getting the old foam off, getting the old covers off. They were a blue setup, and cleaning up the wiring. So this setup isn't just the basic foam that some of the earlier cars have. It actually has the metal springs in it, which is something a little, I don't think it's more rare, but it's a more comfortable seat versus the other style. So that's good. And yeah, and then it's really making sure whatever center console I go with meets up with that seating and everything. So I'm gonna have to go down to someone who does foaming for seats, get that done factory style, get them rewrapped, and see what we can do from there. So the nice thing is I have the cores. So the cores are the hardest thing to find, and on top of that, it's hard to find them at a good price. So I got a lot of stuff, including all of the trim pieces on the interior, the A-pillars, the kickboards, the rear armrest, and fender well cover, all of the headliner pieces that hold that in place, so I can hire a professional headliner guy to get me a good headliner. We got a dome light. I got factory dome light, so you know, we'll rock it. I'll put a much better light than they did from factory way back in the day. I'll have to figure that out, but yeah, so I'm super excited. We're gonna get back to the Lethal Garage. We're gonna lay everything out, so I'll show you everything. Some of the parts aren't, I mean, I would say they're all 80% perfect plus. So there's a couple parts and pieces that have marks, but again, these are original OEM parts. They're not, you know, they're not the reproductions or anything like that. So I'll show you what I mean. But we got a long way to drive and a long night ahead of us, so we're doing that. See we're in Ripon right now, and Kyle is still gaming. We had some good conversation. We even pre-ordered a game. What was it? Like Link's Awakening. So we love Zelda. I love Zelda. I was a big Zelda game player back in the day on the original, well, on the Nintendo, I should say, because that was the system I played it on. And then, yeah. So Breath of the Wild has been a fun game for us to experience. I think Kyle's cheating right now, trying to look up stuff. Caught ya. No, it's all good. But yeah, let's go. Not too bad. We're about close to $200 in on fuel for this trip, so add that to the cost of parts wrapped in trash bags. Yeah, we're making good time. You ready to go get a snack, big guy? Mm-hmm. Oh, look at the lighting's all messed up. See, I'm still trying to get used to this camera, guys. Sorry. Okay, let's put the games away, get a treat. But we're cruising back home, and there's a fire out here. I don't know how bad it is or what's going on, but as you can see, well, hopefully as you can see, it's kind of smoky out here. It was way smokier just a minute ago, so I think we're getting away from wherever there was a brush fire. But yay. Oh man, what a night, guys. It's just after 10 o'clock. It's Sunday night. And I need to get to bed. I was kind of hoping to shoot a video, or the rest of this video, showing you all the parts and pieces, but I figured I'll show you the parts and pieces I'm most excited about. I mean, everything is exciting, but the main item is the dash. Well, the steering column is huge. My wife just took the keys, but I literally now have keys to the 71, which is huge in my opinion. And the other part is, look at this completely OEM factory restored front dash. That thing is in amazing shape. Now, I'll be taking this off. The gauge holder will come off, and I'll go with upgraded modern gauges. We got to figure out what we're going to do for the radio still. But having this with the main brackets to mount inside the car, that is huge. This was the biggest item I wanted to get. Also, all new internals, so every part and piece of the passenger and driver door I now have to replace everything, so it's all brand new, fully factory restored. I have the cores now for the seats in the rear. Obviously these are destroyed, they're a terrible blue color, but it's the cores. This is the hardest thing to find, especially the good ones with the springs. So the back seat, and then I have the rears, are the cushion for your butt is in the back of the truck still. Door panels, the rear pads, the door seals, all of the headliner pieces. That box there has all of the door panel parts and pieces, so the handles, the window rolls, everything. The rest, those are the kick panels. But basically I have everything I need. As far as interior, and sorry it's dark in here, but interior wise, I just need the two front seats now and the center console, which I'm gonna go aftermarket on those. I'm not sure what yet. So today was a huge day. Got a lot of stuff we need for the car. So basically the interior is done. So next step, and I kind of talked about this a little bit in the engine build series, but we're gonna pull the front subframe out. We are going to, and here, wait. So next step is, I keep looking, this camera, I gotta figure that out. I keep looking up. But next step is pull the subframe out, get it all broken down, get the Detroit Speed suspension on there, get the new engine mounts, everything in place, get that rolled in place, drop the LS, well, no, not rolled in place, sorry. Skipping ahead. Pull that out, strip it all down, clean it all up, get it all repainted, redone, reassemble it with a Detroit Speed, media blast the whole firewall, interior, button up the firewall, because we're just going to make it all smooth and then poke holes in it as needed. and then we're gonna just blast the interior, get that repainted, get some dyno mat in where we need it, and then I've made the decision to drive the car gray. So I want to get this car up and running, get glass in it, get all of that done with it gray. So there is some body work we will have to do for the glass because we want to go edgeless. So we're going to do the body work around all the trim pieces for the windows, and then get the interior done and get this bad boy running. So obviously that includes wheels, tires, brake system, full exhaust, the electrical. There's a lot. But we're just kind of skipping the painting for this moment because I would like to get this car running by springtime 2020. That's the goal. That's what we're doing, and lots of guides to come and getting all this stuff to work, highlighting the issues. I need to go buy a assembly catalog that basically highlights how to assemble all of this. It's getting really dark, sorry, but yeah, that's next steps. So that's all I got. Thanks for coming along with the video. I'm super pumped about this. It's late, I'm sorry, I'm tired. We were on the road for 11 hours today, but it was a great day. So if you guys are interested in following along this build, please hit that subscribe button. Likes, comments, shares are also appreciated. But until next time, guys, until the Lethal Classic's running, see you on the road. I couldn't close this video off, guys, without showing you the keys. I got the keys to my 71. I know it means nothing at this point in the build, but you have no idea what this means to me right here. It's one step closer to this dream, and if it wasn't for so many of you guys out there that have watched the channel, helped push me to do things that I never thought were possible, this and this would have never happened. So keep watching, keep tuning in, keep subscribing. It's getting us to that goal. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.